How we doing, everybody? Daniel here with ZCI. Last video we talked about your deductible, when it's paid, how it's paid. Video before that we talked about ACV versus RCV, when the insurance companies pay out. Today we're going to answer questions about free roofs, covering deductibles, how that all works, and the legality issues behind it. Obviously I'm not a lawyer, but I know what's right and what's wrong in this industry. If you want the actual names of the laws, then get in touch with an attorney. Okay, so get 3 estimates. Now let's say you file an insurance claim and the insurance company approves your roof for $20,000 and you think, wow, I could get a couple estimates here, figure out who can do it for the cheapest and profit the rest of the money. So if I can find someone to do it for less than $20,000, then I can just keep the difference and I won't have to pay my deductible, right? I mean, that's just good money sense, isn't it? Wrong, because your policy is a contract of indemnification. That means that when you suffer a loss, the insurance company, based on your policy, is going to come in and pay for the entire cost to replace what was damaged, and then you pay your deductible and you're even. Okay, that's what indemnification is. You haven't profited, you haven't gained, but you haven't lost. Once you pay your deductible, you shouldn't lose anything else. No gain, no loss. Okay, that's your policy. That's your contract with the insurance company. So when you start getting estimates and trying to find the cheapest to profit, you're breaking that contract. And someone down the line, we'll go over it in a minute, is going to be breaking the law to recover that money. Do not get 3 estimates. Find a contractor that you trust, that you know is going to do a good job, that's honest and experienced with insurance restoration, to make sure that it's done right and make sure any costs in this $20,000 that are missed are paid for on the back end. I've never seen an insurance estimate, maybe 1 or 2, but I don't think ever. I've never seen one that was written perfectly from the very first adjustment. They aren't construction experts. They're an adjuster. They come out and they see the damage and they write their best guess of an estimate of what they think it's going to take to fix it. But it's never comprehensive and it's never exhaustive. Okay, they're always missing something that we find along the way that we bill them for, but that's money that you're missing out on as part of your job. Once you pay your deductible, obviously everything else is covered. So anything that's missed is money that should have been a part of your claim restoring your property that wasn't there. Okay, free roof. What about a free roof, right? I saw a sign that said I could get a free roof. It said deductible assistance or we'll cover your deductible on it. That's awesome. So I can still get my $20,000 roof, but my contractor is going to cover my deductible. Wrong. Again, if at any point your deductible gets covered by your contractor, someone is breaking the law. You are legally required to pay your deductible. Okay, so if they in any way try to cover your deductible, they or you are going to break the law to get the depreciation. Okay, there are legal ways to help get your deductible covered. What are they? 1, referrals. Okay, we pay between $100 and $250 for referrals, depending on the size of the job. We would pay that to anyone. I would pay that to my brother. I'll pay that to any past client. I'll pay that to anyone on Facebook who sends us a job that ends up getting contracted. Okay, so enough of those. If you send us nice size, good jobs, $250 each, that's 4 jobs and your deductible's covered. 4 people who could use our services. That's not tough. It helps us, it helps you. That's a legal way, because I'd pay that to anyone. Okay? Another way is, let's say you have your roof's getting replaced, but you've got $1,000 worth of ACV money for gutter dents, for downspout dents, for some painting on your ceilings, and some window screens that got torn up. Okay, they pay that $1,000 on the front end, and you say, you know what, I can take care of that stuff myself over the next year or so. I don't need you guys to do my gutters, downspouts, window screens, painting. We'll just do the roof, apply all that money towards my deductible. Perfect. Okay, as long as we're not submitting that we did that work, then that's fine. You can keep the ACV money with the understanding that if another hailstorm comes through, dents up your downspout worse, damages your window screens worse, they're not going to pay for them to get replaced again unless you actually did do that work along the way. Okay, so hey, my contractor said that if they put their sign in my yard, then they'll pay my $1,000 deductible. So it's not really covering it. They're paying me an advertising fee, right? That sounds reasonable. Again, wrong. And here's how you know. Ask that contractor, hey, you know what? I don't think I'm going to use you guys to do the roof, but I still want to support you. I still would like to take advantage of this advertising program. So go ahead and put your sign in my yard and just cut me a $1,000 check. They're not going to go for that because it's not about the sign. It's about them trying to illegally cover your deductible. Okay? The only way that this happens is by consumers expecting to get something for nothing, which isn't the case, and it's not what you signed up for. So when we have consumers come to us and say, well, this contractor, said he's going to cover my deductible, so we'll use you guys, but we want you to cover it too. That's not honest consumerism. It's trying to, give a shakedown for something that you're legally required to pay. And these contractors that aren't collecting enough, that are doing it for thousands of dollars less than what the job costs, think about this. The insurance company comes out and pays $20,000. Is that because they think it's a $15,000 job and they just want to give you a couple $1,000s extra? Absolutely not. The insurance company is going to pay as little as they can to get the job done, which means it's already at the bare bottom. So anybody trying to go below that is going to be sacrificing quality and labor or material, or they're not covering their overhead, or they're not making a profit to stay in business. That's why 95% of contractors fail, okay? Because they aren't collecting enough, because they're trying to undercut fair market values, and it just doesn't work. You can't charge less than what it takes to stay in business, or else you're not going to be in business, right? So pick a contractor that you trust, that's going to do a good job, that's going to charge the right amount, okay? Now, how do you recover this depreciation if the contractor only charged $12,000? So let's say Chuck, it's going to charge $12,000 to do this $20,000 roof, right? So you paid him, let's say it's 50% depreciated. So you got a $10,000 ACV minus your deductible. They wrote you $9,000 on the front end. You paid that to Chuck, right? So Chuck's got started. He's got the roof done for $9,000. And now you need to get the rest of the money from the insurance company because they're still holding 10 grand. All right. So how are you going to get that money? You're going to send them completion certificate, or your contractor is, that says, hey, we finished our $20,000 roof. Now we need that $10,000 depreciation to cover the rest. Either you or your contractor is going to fraudulently bill the insurance company saying that you did the work for a greater amount than you actually did and profiting on the claim. Now, if a contractor, and there are those who assist people in doing this, if a contractor is willing to break the law in order to make a quick buck to get his beer money for the month, then what's he going to be doing on your roof? What kind of quality of work is he going to do? What kind of warranty is he going to be able to honor in 3 years? Because he's taking thousands of dollars less than he should. He's covering your neighbor's deductible. He's, doing everything he can to get that job because he's desperate. You don't want a desperate contractor. You want someone who's going to do a great job, who values their time, who knows what they're worth because they're going to do a great job. That's what you want. That's your property. Protect it. Okay? Don't allow a criminal to work on your property, and don't become one yourself. All right? Have a great day.